So
now, the first time I ever interviewed you, when way back in the day, you said that you prefer women over men. So that's completely over with now. It's strictly, can I say Dickly? No, right?
it's strictly Wiz.
That doesn't mean it's over with. That doesn't mean it's over
Like
with.
Wiz lives a very rock star lifestyle. I'm sure his chicks coming at him all the time.
Yeah, of
Y'all
course.
can do the double team. Like, yo,
She doesn't do, but I remember you also said you don't do threesomes.
Let her talk.
No, I don't. No, she's right. I don't. We're in love. We don't think about any of that stuff. Like when he gets off a stage, he goes straight to the tour bus and he calls me. Like that's just how we are. We're just very, very close. So we don't think about bringing other people and stuff like that. I have no desire to be with a woman at all.
Well, I've always said Wiz is from Pittsburgh, so he's probably never banged anything as bad as you. So he's probably like head over heels, nose open.
You're so funny, Charlamagne.
I'm just saying.
Now let's talk about your Smirnoff deal.
Uh-huh.
Because I know Smirnoff does the Masters of the Mix show, right? Is that?
Yes.
They fund that show.
Yes.
So did they put you on that show as a judge first, or did they give you a Smirnoff deal first?
It was like a combination thing. Like I had to do both basically for the deal. It was the commercial and Master of the Mix.
Okay.
And the campaign and the pictures.
What made them pick you? Like, you know,
well, I know
how did this happen?
Well, Whipped is like the bad girl, and then Fluffed is the good girl, and I'm kind of both.
Yeah, you play both sides.
Yeah, I'm definitely both. So they felt like it was good for me to like do the Whipped and Fluff campaign.
Now I gave whoever created Master the Mix Donkey today for making you a judge on the show. Like, what the hell does Amber Rose know about DJing? Like, what makes you an authority on DJing?
I'll explain that to you, Charlamagne. I host parties all around the world. So I think a lot of people get it confused. They think like DJs DJ for other DJs. And they don't. They DJ for people in the crowd that are dancing to their music and trying to have fun. And that's where my opinion comes in, because I am the party goer. And I'm the one that's like, you know what? You killed the party. You made me want to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Don't look at me and say that. Don't look at me and say that.
No, Envy, you have killed some
Shots
parties.
thrown.
You have killed some parties, Envy.
Don't look at me and say that. Go ahead, continue.
No, so that's where I come from. That's where I base my opinion on. It's not like the technical scratching and stuff like that. So,
see, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
Now, I also read that you gave up smoking for your singing career. You were smoking Newports, and now you don't smoke at all anymore because you don't want to ruin your voice.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, I relapsed a few times, but I'm not smoking like a pack a day like I used to. And my voice got a lot better.
Are you taking like singing lessons or anything? Are you okay?
Yeah, totally.
I'm taking it serious.
Yeah, I'm taking it very, very seriously.
And do you think about performing? Like, have you, practiced, rehearsed, or done any of that stuff yet? So you know when you do your first show, what that's going to be like?
Yeah, I'm working with the choreographer now. And like, Charlamagne said, I've been a stripper since I was 15 years old. I'm not really scared to be in front of a crowd of people. It's not a big deal for me. I'm not really scared of it. I'm actually excited to start like performing.
Now, have you lost touch with a lot of your friends that you had before all of the fame came? Because I remember there was one girl that you used to hang out with all the time, and you guys are always in pictures
That's
together.
the one Mario used to date.
Yeah, the one that Mario was
Des.
dating.
Des,
Des,
yeah.
are you all still friends? Because I feel like I don't see y'all together anymore, like, hanging out or tweeting each other or anything.
Well, you know what happens, Angela, when you become famous, people think that you're being a different person because you can't be the same person that you used to be. And I was just constantly hearing that from her, and I'm just like, yo, I can't be with the bottles of Henny and pictures with you anymore. Like, we can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I have to support my mother and my family, and I just can't do those Philly things that I used to do. Like, I can't be at the club and you arguing with a girl and you want me to jump in and fight with you. Like, I don't live that same life anymore. I'm a different person now. So, I grew up and my other friends didn't. So you kind of just got to let them go.
Now, let me ask you a question now. We're talking to Amber Rose. What's the last time you seen Kanye or spoke to Ye? The breakup.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least he apologized, though.
You know what that meant? That meant that he misses the box.
He was in
That's
Philly.
what that was. No, seriously, that was one of them nights. He was like, man,
So vulgar.
I remember how wet she used to get.
But that had to make you feel good that at least he was kind of sorry for,
I'm going to be very honest
Be
with y'all.
honest.
I'm going to be really, really honest with y'all. you know, when Kanye referred to me in his songs, he didn't care about the repercussions.
It wasn't positive.
He didn't care that I had to walk around in the street when people are throwing things at me.
Throwing things at you?
Yeah. You know, he didn't care that, you know, I have this celebrity status now, and people recognize me.
It made you seem like a money-grubbing whore.
A whore.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, if I was such a money-grubbing whore, then why were we together for 2 years, and we lived together for 2 years, and we traveled the world together, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a relationship. It wasn't like I lived over here, and he would just call me every now and then, and I would come over, and we would do whatever, and that was it. Like, it was a serious relationship. So everything that he said in his music, he didn't care about the repercussions and what I had to go through, you know? And I sit there, and I'm a very positive person, and you know, I kept my mouth shut for so long because I'm like, I don't even want to entertain all that.
Right.
Absolutely.
I just want to move on with my life. Just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, to have people throw stuff at you in the street, like, you cheated on Kanye.
Right.
You're a gold digger. You're this, you're that. It's like, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that as a woman, as a human being, as somebody that actually did really love him at that time.
That has
You
to be
know
hard.
what I'm
It has to be hard for Wiz because, you know, that's you was Lil Mama. So when he hears these songs, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all men. Like, what's stopping him
and not
from
only
stepping
that,
the yay?
not only that, it was a perception that you were a hoe. So did that affect Wiz? Did he feel like, oh, she's been through the industry, you know, I can't?
No,
really
because
wife her?
Wiz knows who I am, and you know, I hear the things that you say about me, Charlamagne, and when I hit you on Twitter and I was like, I respect your hustle, it's because I do. I know this is your job. You gotta, you know, you say what you say. You're entertaining. I grew up in Philly. I grew up listening to you for a long time. So
Charlamagne's old.
But
Yeah,
that's what I
Charlamagne's
didn't
old.
know, Amber. And I'm telling you, what did I say in
Charlamagne's
here
old.
after I saw her on Wendy Williams?
Right.
My whole perception of her changed.
But it's also a perception of what we see, and without coming to the shows, because a lot of people are scared to come up here and scared to face it and be real. And in talking to you, we can tell that you're real. But all we see is what we see from the outside. What
Absolutely.
everybody
Well, you know what?
sees.
I had an
you
advantage.
guys see like media takeout and like all these crazy stories, and they're like, she's dating this guy, she's dating that guy. So like, you know, somebody like you, Charlamagne, let's say you asked me for a picture, and I'm nice. I'd be like, okay, Charlamagne, sure. And then we would be on media takeout the next day, like, oh, we heard that they were in the corner of the studio and they were making out and they were doing this and that.
I mean, I would love for that to be true, but I'm just
And then-
saying. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Actually, tune in the media takeout.
No, but I
tomorrow.
had an advantage because I did meet Amber, and she was very sweet when I first met her, and you were very shy and quiet, but still very honest when people asked you any questions.
Right.
So when I saw you at first with Kanye, I was like, oh my God, that's the girl, you know, from the
Ludacris video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As you used to call yourself, the bald-headed girl from the Ludacris video.
And then when I lived in Philly, you had guys that would say, "Oh, I used to hit that." You know, I used to, you know, she used to script for cheesesteaks, and I'm like, "Nah, come on."
But you know, when somebody blows
that
up,
definitely wasn't the
For
case.
cheesesteak.
That's what they used to
I
say.
mean, of course, guys,
They have to
that's my
brag.
hometown. So there's gonna be guys that could be like, "Oh, I grew up around the corner from her. I used to smash." It's not true. They just want to look cool in front of their friends.
So,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
Wiz. So answer the question. So Wiz never stepped to Ye. We never wanted to step to Ye. Never called Ye.
Nah, I mean, me and Wiz are all about positivity. We're not into all that. We don't feed into all that, you know. And
Wiz is always high. He's not even thinking about that.
But no, all guys think about the body count, though. Did he ever ask you your body count? Like, how many guys you've been with? Who have you been with? I need to know.
no.
I don't believe that.
No, we like, our past is our past, and we leave that behind us. And you know, whatever he did before me, that's his business, and we just keep it like that. Because you know, when you start talking about all that, it starts like arguments, and
I'm sure he smashed quite a few girls himself. I mean,
yeah, he's a rock star. He's a good looking dude, you know. But he's mine now, and I'm cool with that.
now what about this vibe story that you did? Now it's interesting because I did the cover story on Maybach Music Group in that same issue, and then you were on the other cover of that issue, and then you were really upset with Vibe. You were like, F Vibe, you know, they lied, they got the story all wrong, they misquoted you. Did you guys ever settle that? Did they ever apologize? Or
No, we never settled that. I gave them a very candid story about my life, and I never looked at Vibe as like a tabloid magazine. And when I looked at my interview, it was very tabloidish, and like they were like that I was in the studio with my ex, and I was like, can I curse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I was screaming at him saying, you haven't f***ed me in 3 days. Can you come and f*** me?
like you
you're
didn't to
in
work.
3 days. But like,
We're gonna use that audio over and over and over again.
Yes. I'm gonna make it seem like you was talking to me. Yes.
Do it again, but sound angrier.
So sexier.
but yeah, they wrote all that stuff in there, and I'm like, come on, that's not even me. And I've been with Wiz for a year, and Wiz knows, like, that's not even my style. I don't do stuff like that.
Right.
So when they said all that, I'm like, man, I can't even bang with them. Like, it made me upset.
Right.
And it just added to what people thought about me. That wasn't true.
Well, keep it locked. Amber Rose, we appreciate you hanging with us, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Amber, we love you.
Love you too.